So good morning students. To today's class we are going to see about the design elements of a sedimentation tank. So whenever we are going to design a sedimentation tank, first parameter we have to consider is detention period. So it is represented by T suffix naught. Okay, so what is detention period? It is a time taken by the water to be retained inside the sedimentation tank. Okay, so what is the time interval? So see, it is given by volume of the tank divided by discharge in the tank. So volume is, if it is a rectangular tank, it is LBH. Suppose if it is a circular tank, then you have to put pi d square by 4 into H. So that will give your volume. So usually the detention period is the time taken. So we are representing in terms of second. But it will take hours, it will take days also for a detention period. So next thing is flow through period. So flow through period is given by T suffix D. It is nothing but the time taken for a particular batch of water to flow from the inlet to the outlet. So suppose if you are considering this as the inlet. So inlet of a sedimentation tank. So the time taken for the water to enter into this inlet and to exit. So between this, what is the time period? So how they will check? So because the water will be flowing continuously, so if you want to check whether we have collected batch 1 water or batch 2 water likewise, so for that we are adding sodium chloride solution. So sodium chloride is nothing but ordinary table salt. So we are going to add sodium chloride inside this. So obviously it will mix with this. So at the outlet we will be periodically checking whether sodium chloride is coming or not, like this. So once if we find a good water, then we come to know that batch of water has been removed. So that time is represented by flow through period. Okay, so it is also having the unit as second, days or hours, like that. So next thing what we are going to discuss is displacement efficiency. So it is represented by eta suffix D. So eta D is flow through period by detention period. So flow through period already we know T suffix D, and detention period is T naught. Okay, so this ratio will give the efficiency. The next one important thing what we have to discuss is overflow rate or surface loading rate. So it is given by the letter V suffix S. Okay, it is nothing but the velocity. Velocity is equal to discharge by area. So in the same way, this is surface loading rate. So see, usually the unit is given by liter per day per meter square. See, usually you will be having the discharge unit as meter cube per second or meter cube per day. So in this case, meter cube is given by liters, second may be in days also, and area unit is meter square. So usually we should write the unit like this only. You may think that this will be meter cube per day per meter square, so this meter square and meter square will cancel and it may be meter per day. It is not like that. So usually if in question if they are asking overflow rate, or it may be called as surface loading rate, so it should be represented in this unit only, liter per day per meter square. So 3 terms should be there. So next comes the surface area. Surface area is given by ratio of volume of water, okay, divided by surface loading rate. So volume of water in the tank as well as surface loading rate. So when we are going to divide these two things, so we can get what is the surface area. Surface loading rate we know liters per hours per meter square, and the volume of water in the tank in liters per hour. So in 1 hour what is the volume of water in the tank? So likewise we will calculate and we can find out what is the surface area.